I did not get a webcam yet, so I'm using my cheap ass laptop cam, but it's good for shit. So I'm well aware of it before people are like, "Oh, fuck this guy and his dumb cam, I'm out."
Well, everyone knows that webcams are the best cams to use, and the ones that are installed on your laptop are definitely better than the ones that are standalone webcams, especially when the laptop itself is brand new, which is your laptop. Is that right?
You couldn't be any further off, Jamie.
Which is great, though, because I wanted to talk to you about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Your computer, it's a gaming laptop. Let's get that out of the way, because everyone knows you're serious. You're serious, because it's a gaming laptop. But it's old, so
yeah,
like
it's
a traditional laptop,
more than 5 minutes old, so it's worth dog shit right now. And I learned that the hard way this week.
I know.
Due to a fun little shipping snafu, I got a little extra Cody code for Overwatch, and I was all ready to dive into that shit. And even she told me, check out these specs. You can run it. I'm like, dude, I got a Republic of Gamers laptop. I can run anything. And I took a quick look. I'm like, yeah, I got that. I beat those specs.
No problem.
And then,
I smashed those specs.
Yeah, and then everything but my graphics card, which is still one above the minimum recommended, but it still doesn't like it. And so it's pretty useless. Can't run it. Can't play it.
So that's kind of like the, that's like the icing on the cake, like the kick in the crotch that you might need to upgrade to a new computer. And it's not even like computers. I mean, you could always, if I get like, I stepped away from the whole like computer bug of like upgrading because it gets addictive and new shit comes out very often, and the increases, the gains that you get are so nice on paper that you want to upgrade. They kind of hit like a peak. So video cards over the past couple of years, they plateaued. Video cards and CPUs over the past couple of years haven't really been that much of a drastic increase in performance. So you didn't feel too like bad about yourself if you had older shit. But the new Intel CPUs are actually the 8th gen ones are pretty nasty. But nah, forget that. But for your case, I think it might be time. How old is your laptop?
I don't even know because I got it used about 5 years ago.
I would say that sounds right because your video card is a GeForce like a 5 series, and now they're gonna be. I mean, they've been on the 10 series for a good minute, so I'd say at least 5 years old.
And so I think it was worth. It was like a $1,500 laptop, like brand new, but you could get them used for like $1,200.
They over
$1,000. I got it for like $600 at the time, and the dude let me like pay it off a little at a time, and which was good for me. And he let me use it before I could pay it off, so it was perfect. And didn't end up using it too much, and made me realize maybe I don't really need a gaming laptop. But then stuff started trickling in that I wanted to play. And now it was all set. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna eat up Overwatch. This is gonna be good. Can't play it. Computer's too old.
I think like a gaming laptop when you get one, the graphics cards aren't upgradable. So it's almost like you're on like a time limit. It's like a timer. Like it really like pushes you to play some shit because like you want to get the most out of it. Because like right now, my gaming stuff can pretty much run everything as high as I'd want it to. But if I don't play things, new things are going to come out, and then they're not going to run, and I'm going to feel like I got shafted, But things are, that's it, and that's what's funny about your laptop, because things, for the most part now, are pretty well optimized. I feel like developers know, well, not just that, but everything's on consoles, too, so it's optimized to work pretty well on old rigs, but I think they're kind of understanding that people are not dropping big money for computer upgrades every like 2 years or so. People are expecting a solid 3-ish years with the same shit, and they're not gonna need to upgrade. But I was surprised that Overwatch doesn't run on your system because
I'm very surprised.
It's a, I mean, Blizzard shit is always well optimized,
Mm-hmm.
and Overwatch looks awesome. Like the graphics look really nice, but you know, like there's like no real textures. They pull off that whole like low poly, no texture, almost cell shaded look, and it makes things run. It reminds me of like Portal. You know, it has that kind of design style, but no, it doesn't run on yours.
And I played Crysis 3 on this, and I could play it like mid range. So I would think something as highly detailed as Crysis 3 played at mid range. You know, that's a pretty graphically demanding game, even on the low end. So I'm calling bullshit on all this. I'm thinking they just don't want to upgrade it, you know, or support it enough, maybe because they want you to buy the next one or what. But I don't see that big of a graphical upgrade from something like Crysis 3 to Overwatch or whatever. Like I can run World of Warcraft and it looks great, and you know, something like that with a big draw distance in an open world, it would be rather processor heavy, I would think.
I mean, I think it's
so
just...
I called Bravo Sierra.
The developer, I think they can, you know, it'll run, because there's all those coders that, like, they'll hack and they'll mod games to run on shit specs, and they'll actually go in the system and they'll tweak requirements so it runs. So there's videos of, like, Skyrim running on super, super old rigs, like... So it looks like a PS1 game, and it's funny, like, you can do it. But I think there's, like, certain requirement, they just put stuff in that, you know, if Blizzard feels that it's gonna not perform well, or, I guess for maybe a multiplayer game, it could be different, too. A lot of it, too, is probably NVIDIA, and with, like, their DirectX support. So, like, there might be features, just, like, something that's in, like, DirectX 11 or whatever it is. I don't even know what it's on now. That doesn't work on your old rig, but... That's the only thing I could think.
Yeah. But what a waste. I mean, this is a nice laptop. And I can still run some older stuff fine, but it's like... like, who's gonna use it? Like, it seems like overkill for anything else. Like, if you just want to use it as a business laptop, it's big, it's heavy. And
it's big and heavy. It's shitty on battery.
Yeah, so what's it good for if it's not running top games anymore?
Video and multimedia editing and stuff. It's probably pretty solid for that. Better than run-of-the-mill laptop. Because gaming laptops have, like... Normal home and business laptops are more for, like, power management. So they'll run really long in the battery life, and they'll be cool and not too heavy. Gaming laptops don't really give two fucks about that. So maybe you could use it for that. But, what do you think the next step is? Because you can weigh in your options with a desktop or a laptop. Now, a desktop has its advantages because you can fucking change parts around.
Right. You get a little more life out of it.
But anymore, it's almost like... I don't even know if that's a better way to do it anymore. I feel like by the time you upgrade your graphics card, but then there's things that are like you start playing catch up, like things are bottlenecking it and stuff. So I don't know.
But I got, you know, my swanky 4K monitor here. It'd be cool to play PC games on that instead
just
of
something nice, yeah.
Instead of a laptop monitor, which are usually okay, but they're small. And I mean, I could run an output, right, and just plug the monitor.
Yeah, all the gaming laptops have a nice, sweet HDMI out, so you could just plug it right in.
And then, like so, to make it easier, then what? I could do like an external keyboard and mouse.
If you want, you can keep it closed, and you can use a USB keyboard and mouse. A lot of people do that.
So
like if people get really serious gaming laptops, which is fucking insane, like super powerhouses, because the price points are just nuts, and the battery lives are so bad that it's like I don't really get it, to be honest. But yeah, that's what they do a lot of times. They'll bring it to a spot and they keep it closed, and they just plug their shit in. They use it more like a portable desktop, honestly.
Maybe I'll do that. I feel I can get more bang for my buck if I get a desktop. Because I kept saying, "Oh, well, it's portable, I can take it." But I haven't brought this anywhere in the 4 or 5 years that I've had it. I think I set it up outside once to do like a movie night in the backyard, and I hooked up a projector to it, and projected a movie on a bed sheet. It's like the
Well, if
only
you don't
time
sell
I
it-
brought it anywhere.
If you don't sell it, it's still you still have it to be portable for things you'll probably need.
Yeah. We'll
You
see.
know? So, but I'm expecting something soon. I'm expecting for you to be like, "Hey, I need help," because I actually know about what's good right now. Because I'll be into PC stuff for like a year, like hardcore, and then I'll drop out for like 5+ years. I think, you know what though? That almost brings up a good point. That I think maybe without me even realizing it, I got so into like the PC market again with hardware and games and stuff like that because I'm starting to feel like the console market is like kind of stagnant.
Yeah.
It's not really interesting to me anymore.
So you think we're going to see a PC wave?
Yeah, I think we're already seeing it. I think the younger generation is going definitely heavier on PC than console for a lot of stuff. Like a lot of games are like Overwatch is a big one. Like a lot of those PC, like at home PC games, like the games that are really made to be on PC, like the Blizzard games and stuff. It's just the younger market. I mean, our one daughter wants to play Overwatch. She knows all about it. She's 8. I mean, she knows about Overwatch and she wants to play it. So, it's got to say something.
Interesting.
But we'll see. I mean, I don't know. Like, there's there's the whole like analysts predict the PlayStation 5 will be out in 2020, and I guess that makes sense because shit. I mean, what wasn't it the end of 2013 when PS4 came out?
Yeah,
I think when
so.
the systems came out. So, the timing is right in line with like the PS3 and the 360 for how long they've been out. But God, it doesn't really feel like there's been. It feels like the games are like the waiting period's pretty long. Don't you feel like? I feel like we're still waiting for that blast of software to come out.
Yeah, especially with
Like,
Xbox.
Well, yeah, I think Xbox is just going to end it like that. I mean,
I don't know.
but it just feels like that slow first
to
year.
Integrate into PC more and more, like introducing mouse and keyboard options very shortly. I mean, you can kind of hack your way into doing it now anyway. But I was on the PS4 last night and I downloaded Fortnite and I hadn't touched it, but I finally just popped it on to see what it was about or whatever, and there's keyboard and mouse options like front and center when you go to options. So it's made right away to play with a mouse and keyboard like a PC. So where do you draw the line? Where does it become okay? These are no longer consoles. These are PCs that can be played like a console. Like all you need is a desktop PC to be optimized to just plug and play games, and that's it. Where is it? The line is definitely blurred between the two.
Well, Microsoft kind of they want to double dip, and they're weird with their markets. But that, to me, that is that's the bread and butter for Microsoft next console. They need to do that because what's going to happen next console? It's going to be two things that aren't going to change for the next console, no matter what Sony or Microsoft says. The biggest things that I see being the same is that Sony's going to have a hold on exclusives still, because it felt like they really took hold of just exclusives this time around, and just developers wanting to go to them first kind of this time around. That and everything that they do, it's gonna be keeping it kind of the same. I don't think they're gonna play it safe in the beginning. I would like to see VR kind of become the standard for consoles, so it becomes kind of like a standard for people in general.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's going to happen. But Microsoft's gonna feel they're gonna get smashed again. Like the journalists and whoever writes it up, they're gonna be like, they're still lacking. They're still lacking this and that from the developers, from exclusives, this and that. But if they really went out there and said, hey, all of our frickin' games are gonna be backwards compatible with PC. So, if you have a PC and you're playing this and that, and then you can download it for free, cross-play, and I think that is good. That's going to get PC people. I mean, there's a giant market of people that just like they abandoned consoles, they went to PC. Those people will pick up an Xbox for that kind of reason. Like they're like, ah, shit. Especially if it's like $300 and whatever the price, $300-400. I don't know. They should do that. That's where I'm gonna end that. I think they should do that.
Well, I'm gonna keep weighing my options. I gotta get something.
You could always play Overwatch on the Xbox.
Actually, I was telling my friends about how I couldn't run it and I was pissed, and my buddy's gonna give me his son's copy because he hasn't bought it for me. He doesn't play it, so I'm gonna check it out on Xbox for now.
It's cool.
See if I like it. I probably will because I've been digging shooters lately.
I'm digging it. I'm surprised it took so long for me to get into it.
I know.
But I don't think when it came out, I don't think my PC was like... I didn't have a new PC. And I just was like, whatever. And then I was just watching more videos. I'm like, dude, this shit is up my alley. Even though it's like multiplayer only and I haven't been doing that, it's definitely up my alley. It's like the design. It's easy. Like the learning curve is low, I think. And the job classes and stuff, but it's one of those like easy to get into, like, but it'll take a while to master certain classes. But I don't know. Looks good. I'm gonna get into it. Oh, I was a little worried because it's been out for so long. You know, like some games are out. You know, like they're like, fuck it, don't even try to get into it at this point. I think this is fine.
Interesting.
I've been playing for a day and a half, and I'm all right. I'm doing all right.
Well, that's good.
So.
Someone, a fan of the show, send me a computer.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Please support Chris.